Yo, 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 what's good, family? It's your man sliding back in this thing, man. Go ahead, hitting you boys with a little something, and young ladies out there. Had this one subject, man, that's been going on for a while. This whole Stephen A thing and how LeBron James pulled up on him to make sure and give him some understanding because he felt that man was going in on his son. But first, I want to tell y'all, man, my bad for pulling up on y'all so late. 'Cause I'm sure the majority of y'all out there working and things of that sort, man. I know that's real late, so a lot of y'all probably gone, but I guess you catch it in the morning. Um, I'm gonna be doing. I'm pulling from a couple of spots, man. Right here, we got Gilbert Arenas doing a little cut reviewing his joint of Stephen A. Hostile feud with LeBron. Also got some Kwame stuff in there. And of course, Stephen A. Smith. You dig? But yo, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing popped off. I got quite a few clips in here for y'all, man. So it's quite a bit to run through. But I want to give a number of different perspectives on this thing. Let's start off with this joint right here, though.
Was the end of the game or something like that. This was in the third quarter.
Crazy.
Apparently, LeBron had walked out of the timeout, and I turn around, and he's right here in my face. He said, yo, you got to stop talking shit about my son. You got to stop fucking with my son. That's my son. That's my son. And I was like, what? He said, nah, fuck that. I said, yo, let's talk later. He's like, fuck that. Nah, fuck that. You got to stop fucking with my son. And I said, all right, dog. And he walked off. So I remember during a timeout in the first quarter, seeing Bronny. And Bronny looked over at me.
This whole situation is kind of interesting. And when I seen that LeBron pulled up on him and I seen the actual footage from it and the body language from LeBron towering over him, and you can tell LeBron was in, like, I guess you could say close as you could say to go mode, but no nonsense. And it appeared with your man's body language, only looking from him from the back, that he was froze. But I said, because I did see some of the coverage and the things that he said about Bronny. And a lot of stuff that he said, I'm like, you know what? He's correct. But why will LeBron pull up on that man like this? But you can see a lot of the players in the league started to rally around LeBron based on what Stephen A was saying, that Draymond Green don't deal with him, don't talk to him no more. And he even went as far as saying that just being honest, LeBron don't fuck with me. Ain't never fucked with him. You dig what I'm saying? But check this out of what one of LeBron's teammates did to this joker, Stephen A.
LeBron's former teammate in Cleveland throws out this tweet. You have no choice, laugh out loud. Because it went viral, laugh out loud. You didn't want to have to, laugh out loud. You wouldn't have, laugh out loud. I take no pleasure in something like this. And I guess it's the implication that, and I wouldn't have, laugh out loud on all of those things. You see, stuff like that dilutes the seriousness of the discussion. So let me explain this to Kevin Love in simplest terms. First Take has been the #1 morning show for 13 consecutive years. And on this particular morning, it's the day after I was in the news for a lucrative contract extension.
The day after he was in the news for a lucrative contract extension, that LeBron pulls up on him. And one thing about Stephen A I get tired of, he always want to throw out about First Take being the #1 in the last 13 years and all of this garbage as, I guess, an excuse or a form of credibility for the person that he can be sometimes. And it is no excuse. But he always throw that out there. But I'm thinking LeBron pulled up on you the day after you just got this contract extension and a nationally televised show, broadcast, and he pulled up on you. Now understand this, the gravity of this. LeBron is the Jordan of our day, let's just say. Imagine if Jordan walked up on any media personality at a break in the game and confronted them like that. That Joker career will be damn near over with. And some of these clips that I'm about to play, I want you to pay attention to the tone in which Stephen A is using to describe all of this. Let's move on to the next joint.
I was talking about him and his stats in the aftermath of the Philly game. That's when things have gone haywire, because that's when you start hearing that a few players don't want to talk to you, or folks felt you crossed the line or whatever. Here's what they thought I did that crossed the line. By pointing out how he was struggling, I wasn't really talking about Bronny James that much. He's a rookie. And I think that he'll just get better and better and be in the NBA. It wasn't really about him. It was about LeBron. And the reason why it was about LeBron was because the heat that Bronny was taking and the stories that were going viral.
Stephen A is trying hard to walk this shit back. He trying hard, real hard, to walk it back. Because you didn't confront it and got into it or ruffled the feathers of a player that the league had invested a lot of money into to market him as his face. And now you done pissed this man off by violating his son. But I think it's deeper than that. I think it's really, really, really deeper than that. I think there was an agenda here. There's an agenda in which we're going to get to a little bit later on, that it's going to become a little bit clear of what I think and what I feel that I can substantiate. But let's check out this next clip.
He didn't have to be in this predicament. Three things could have happened. He could have got drafted by Golden State. He could have got drafted by the Boston Celtics. Or he could have got drafted like he did by the Lakers. Opening night, have that moment with his dad, and then go to the G League and wreak havoc, wreck shop, and then come to the league after a year's experience in the G League. If any of those things did not happen, one surmised that it was because of LeBron James. In my mind, the second greatest player to have ever played the game of basketball, who was a basketball savant. And if we know that his son was struggling, then he knows.
And the interesting thing is, Stephen A is suggesting that LeBron should have allowed the actual process for his son to be involved with, to be drafted. Now I'm thinking, what man you know, I don't care if it's he's a garbage man, and he's a good garbage man, is not going to try to make a way for his son to get a leg up. I don't know not one person, what one man that wouldn't. But I want you to check out this next clip, because it's starting to become a little bit clearer. I'm running these clips fast because I want to get to a point. But check this next clip out.
Show that Magic Johnson quote, please. This is Magic Johnson at the time. Jimmy Kimmel Live in September. If I'm Bronny, I would tell my dad, just let me play in the G League all season so that I can develop. He needs playing time. He doesn't need to be sitting on the Laker bench and not playing. That's not a knock against him. He's just not ready. That was Irving Magic Johnson. There were other articles that were written as the season was progressing, and people were talking And I'm rooting for the kid, and I didn't want anything too negative to come his way. So I'm looking at LeBron James and saying, all right, you had the moment. You don't need this.
Now, Stephen A is trying to make himself look like Stephen A the Merciful. But he's trying to walk back what he's done, as I stated before, and I'm not trying to overstate it. But there's not one man out here that is in the least of position, nothing near LeBron's, that would not try to do something for his son to help his son out. Now let's evaluate LeBron. LeBron has been the face of the league for a long time. The league has put a whole lot of money behind LeBron. And LeBron's image has pretty much been squeaky clean. Now, some may say LeBron liked to feint, LeBron liked to fake, and things that had to get calls to go his way, and all that good stuff. Even though, if you're old enough, you would know about the Jordan rules. You couldn't even come close to Jordan without getting a foul called on you. That's just something that the league does to protect its interests. Now, Stephen A will go on to say, as we go through some of these clips, that you can arguably say whatever they paid LeBron was not enough money for all he's contributed and wearing the face of the league and representing the league worldwide. Even so down to his conversation is our game, and so on and so forth. So it would be safe to say that LeBron built up a whole lot of fucking political capital. A whole lot of political capital with being the ambassador for this game and representing the league. And there's no way to really compensate him for that, but to make it extremely easy for him to do whatever he's trying to do and make it easy for him to be successful, because the success of the brand is based on that. I remember years ago when George W. Bush was in office, and I guess I'm showing my age, the reporter asked him a question about what were some of his plans. And he told the reporter that I built up a lot of political capital and I plan to spend it. So what am I saying? LeBron James over the years built up a whole lot of political capital. But now you got somebody like Stephen A and other people that's come along and they complaining because he decides to spend it. But check out this next clip.
LeBron James. It was LeBron James that said his son was better than some NBA players. It was LeBron James that told folks, don't even think about it. You want to draft. You said you want me draft my son. It ain't even about the money at this point. I'll go wherever he is for 1 year. It was LeBron that said those things. And so everybody knew that. And as a result, what I was saying was pointing out, yo, this is what it is. And any kind of trouble he has, they're going to pounce on him because of the things his dad said. So the one thing that I'm thankful for last night is that when I was confronted by LeBron James about this subject matter, he didn't give me an opportunity to say what I know that I would have said. And that was this. I wasn't talking really about your son. I was talking about you.
Now, he proclaims that he was talking about LeBron. And I do believe to a degree that he was talking about LeBron, because as we continue to go on, you're going to see some clips where you're going to see different pundits talking about LeBron and things that they are saying about LeBron. That's going to bring, as I continue to reiterate, this thing's closer into a focus, and I'm not trying to give too much before I hit them points. But Stephen A is going to go on and start stating about that LeBron basically messed up the merit-based fashioning with the league out in which the league operates. And it always bothered me because people that look like us always want to talk about merit-based this, merit-based that. Now, I get it as a father that you're supposed to make your son earn and things of that sort. But merit-based, what part of the elitist part of this country is merit-based? It's not. And when you start talking about the elites, merit based is for, excuse my expression, broke motherfuckers. Because anybody that's elite, aristocratic, or whatever, they make a way for their children. And it's based off of their merit. And when they go or transition, that merit that their children are is called an inheritance. Because that became from what somebody else before them built. But you trying to say, Stephen A., that LeBron should not do that for his own. And you going off on LeBron as if he's being too protective. And you're saying that others are supporting you and saying that you're too protective over your son. And this bothers me as well, because we look at these people like LeBron, R. Kelly, because I'm going to do something on him at some point soon. You look at Big Meech or whomever. And we judge these people from based on how we see them on TV. At no point paying attention to what these people endured to get to the position that they are with a God-given talent that they have. Let's visit that, examine that for a minute. Maybe LeBron is the way he is about his son because his father wasn't around when he was growing up. And God knows how much he may have prayed that he had a father around to defend him. Because growing up, as we grow up, what we do is we measure how we raise our kids from what we did or did not like, or what we did receive or we did not receive. And we plan to either change that cycle or build on to it. And in most of our communities, we come up with a lot of pain. And we find different ways to express that. And it looked like LeBron James' way may have been basketball. So now that he has a way to make sure his is okay, why wouldn't he? And who are we, people that look like us, to question a father making a way for his child or children moving forward? And like I say, LeBron built up a whole lot of political capital. What the fuck is wrong with him spending it on his posterity? But check this next clip out.
That you did to make things happen in a way that deviated from a relatively merit-based situation, which is the national basketball.
I had to cut in right here. He's blaming LeBron from deviating away from a merit-based system, when he's earned these people in this league hundreds of billions of dollars. And I don't believe I'm exaggerating over his 21-year process. And you saying he interrupted a merit-based system, which is the league? Let me run this so you can see it.
That you did to make things happen in a way that deviated from a relatively merit-based situation, which is the National Basketball Association. You're LeBron James. You are underpaid. You are LeBron James. You deserve more money than you're getting paid. You're LeBron James. I don't give a damn how much money they paid Bronny. He could get it. He should get it for you because, damn it, you should have gotten more because of what you've done for this league. You deserve all of this. But it's not going to stop him from getting that heat.
He may receive the heat. And his father's going to take the majority of it, like what he's doing. But you saying it needs to be merit-based for LeBron. Let me ask you a question. When some of the owners transition, are their kids going to earn the team that they get? No, they're going to hear it and they're going to inherit it. So fuck merit-based. when you get to a certain level and you pay that price and you build that political capital up like LeBron has done. You build the political capital up for the purpose of spending it on what you want to spend it on. You just full-throatedly said that LeBron was basically grossly underpaid. And whatever money his son is getting is the money that should have went in his pocket. But then you telling him he shouldn't have did what he did to put his son in the position that he put him in. Maybe you saying that because maybe you saying, okay, LeBron, after you leave, your son ain't going to be in the league no more. It probably doesn't matter. Because at that point, my son probably would have generated 15, 20, or 30 million that I should have received. But I want my goddamn son to have it. But let me go and hit you with this next one.
I don't have people talk to me off the record and then I come on there on the record. Y'all can talk all of that smack all y'all want to, whatever y'all naysay, whoever y'all naysayers are. But I got 30 years in this business. My track record is proven. I don't betray trust. If I have a conversation with you, it's between us. That's the way it's going down. And if LeBron had done that, y'all still wouldn't know about this conversation, which obviously has people speculating because of the savant that he is and how brilliant of a marketer he is. Some would say a manipulator and all this other stuff. They swear he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew the cameras were rolling. He knew that somebody would find him. It was a nationally televised game. It's LeBron James, and he's rolling up to Stephen A. Smith courtside. He had to know. That's what others are thinking.
Nigga, that's what you thinking. That's what you thinking. Talking about that's what others thinking. That's what you thinking. You don't only think it because you know it. You just get that damn contract and this man pulled up on you like that. Like I said, imagine in our day, Jordan pulling up on a Stephen A. Smith type nationally syndicated game and doing what LeBron did. That was a serious check. If not, checkmate. That's why through these clips, his tone has been measured. But you're about to see his tone change. But yeah, he was fully aware of what he was doing. Because he's attacking your credibility. You know what I'm saying? He attacking some of that earnings and having those people that gave you that lucrative contract start to question. But we ain't gonna stop there. Check this out.
I'm incredibly sad that it had to happen. I'm incredibly sad that a father was looking in my face vehemently and defiantly, hostilely, telling me to stop effing with his son when I was talking about him.
You understood what that man meant. You understood what he meant. Because at the end of the day, you were talking about him. But you were basically using his son and acting as if you cared so much about his son and what his son will go through to basically attack him. Let's just be honest. That's exactly what that was. And there's no other way to look at it. And that man ain't no fool. He knew what you was trying to get off. He knew exactly what you was trying to get off. You knew exactly what you were trying to get off. By trying to appear as Stephen A. the Merciful that's giving advice to whomever. Boy, stop. Dig this.
I'm incredibly sad that it had to happen. I'm incredibly sad that a father was looking in my face. I have a job to do. See, the difference between this show and typical shows is that people do those shows hoping to get paid. I get paid to do those shows. It's different for me because there's years of work in the industry that preceded it. I've got people calling me, LeBron shouldn't have came up to you like that. Nah, that's wrong. That's very unprofessional. You know, he knows better. Forget all that. He did what he felt he needed to do for himself and his family. I have to respect that. It just doesn't make him right about the facts.
Now, he went on to state that he stand on the things that he stated. And let me just state that a lot of stuff that he's about to state about Bronny and about his actual playing ability, he was right about. The boy's struggling. The boy's struggling immensely. But I don't think the play that LeBron put down had anything to do with his son, let's say, staying in the league and being in the league too much longer after he goes. I think it was more so with helping his son realize a dream, which we're going to get into that at some point soon here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that needs to be lost on us at all. But just moving through these things, check this out.
And further, because a couple of people text me and pissed me off, and they know who they are. People close to LeBron James talking to me about questioning him as a father. Come on, y'all. I mean, it's got to a point where this LeBron sensitivity is just beyond the pale. You call him the second best player in the history of the game. You're insulting him because you said he's not the GOAT.
Look at how his tone has changed. His tone has gotten much more aggressive, talking about who pissing him off. And now, don't forget the other 9 or 10 clips we listened to. His tone wasn't nothing like this. But his tone got much, much more aggressive and saying that people basically need to stop protecting LeBron. And, you know, I'm paraphrasing here. But hold on. Wait a minute. Here we go again.
But never before has it been more ridiculous than it is right now, because the reality is that we got to be real about what we're seeing when we talk about Bronny James. I am not a person that had a problem with Bronny James being on the court for the season opener with LeBron James. That was a phenomenal moment. To see a father on the court with his son who has NBA aspirations playing together for the first time in NBA history.
Okay, and I'm taking you right to this one because this right here is going to let you see exactly what I'm talking about. Check this out right here.
So it was right after that Minnesota win, as I was sitting right here in this same seat, lauding and applauding LeBron James during a video that I was taping and posting. LeBron was sitting in front of his locker in front of the gathered media, blasting NBA media coverage as too negative. What? LeBron said Anthony Edwards was right to say that he, Ant-Man, doesn't want to be the face of the league because, as LeBron said, why do you want to be the face of the league when all the people that cover our game and talk about our game shit on everybody? That's the word he used, shit on everybody. What? So let's step back and put this all in perspective. LeBron is putting up impossibly great age 40 numbers for the hottest team in the NBA since late January. He's now being lavished with resounding C-to-C praise for playing by far the greatest 40-year-old basketball we have ever seen. That's also obviously including Michael Jordan at 40. And LeBron suddenly and shockingly bites the hand that feeds him. The national media that has always worshipped and overprotected and overdefended LeBron bleeping James, despite his obvious faults, nobody in the media is shitting on you.
Do you see that now? Do you see that now? So really, Stephen A., were you trying to advise LeBron about his son? Were you really trying to help him save his son? Stephen A. the Merciful? Was that really your intentions? Or when that man pulled up on you and said, stop fucking with my son. Well, no, man, no, stop fucking with my son. He like, man, don't talk me to death. Don't try to honey barbecue my ears. Don't try to rock me to sleep. Stop fucking with my son. You admitted already, Stephen A., that LeBron don't fuck with you. Not Green. Draymond Green don't fuck with you. Because these dudes know what type of shit you be on, bro. And we're going to get further into that, too. I got some more twist and turn I'm going to give y'all, as I always do, as I'm cooking. This is the cookout for the family. I know majority of my family, they sleep right now. They got to work and shit. You're catching in the morning, though. But I appreciate whoever out there listening right now. You know what I'm saying? So there appears to be a consensus that as of all motherfuckers Skip, same of a bite in the hand that feed him. Don't that sound eerily familiar to maybe you forgetting? Maybe you getting a little bit ahead or over yourself? But of course not. You're never going to get one of them that's going to come. They always send one of your own. And that's what the hell he did. You put in a hit job on that man trying to use his son as the basis and trying to explain it away on the tour you going on now on all these talk shows. That's why that man told you stop fucking with my son. If you got something to say about me, say it directly about me. But you're afraid to. So now you're trying to act and be clandestine and sneak this me by using my damn son. But check this out.
But you see what you see. Bronny James has played in 13 NBA games. Ladies and gentlemen, he's averaging 0.3 points, 0.3 assists, and 0.4 rebounds. He shot 1 for 16 from the field in his NBA career and 0 for 7 from three-point range. And he's playing in the first quarter of an NBA game? Really?
Yeah, really. Really. Because I, speaking as if I were LeBron James, I paid for the rite of passage to be able to have my son live his dream, run up and down this run up and down this court, even if he is stinking up the damn place and shooting up all type of crazy shots that ain't hitting nothing. My political capital paid for it. My political capital is the reason this league is still moving along the way it is. My face has been on it. They doubled down on me. I'm the reason, Stephen A. the Merciful, you got that damn extension. But your damn hit job that you tried to do on me fell flat. It fell flat. But this is the review that I'm doing on Gilbert's Arena show, and these boys really get into it right here. Now we're gonna start the cooking. What the hell did I push last? I'm talking so damn much. Right here we go.
And I said, damn. Why? Because I'm like, now I can't ignore it. Because how am I doing my job? If now you put me in a position where because they put the stats up, everyone is blowing it up. They're putting it on all their social media pages. And it's like, how do all of that's happening? But Stephen A. Smith got nothing to say. I can't get away with it no more. So I go on the air and I say the same thing I said over the summer. Yo, LeBron, if we see this, you're his dad and you're a basketball savant. You must see this.
And I'm going to take you right next to the next one, because we're going to start to hear some of the players start to touch on what I was speaking on, and you're going to help. And he's going to try to backtrack his ass out of this too, but dig this.
And Bronny looked over at me, and he had this sad look on his face. And I'm imagining Pop saw that shit. It hit him. Yeah. And he couldn't hold it, and he rolled up on me. And so when I went on the air the next morning, until I woke up that morning and saw that the shit had gone viral. Once the shit had gone viral, the bosses at ESPN, now you got to talk about it. This is you and him. You got to talk about it. I said, fine. So I go on the air and I said, the first thing that I'm going to do is establish that this was a father talking to me, not a player. And that was what threw me off. And I was glad even though I thought that he misrepresented the argument, I was glad he did. Because you see, what he was really talking about, which was confirmed with his conversation with Richard Jefferson, is that I was talking about him as a father. And so what happens is that had he said that to me, then I wouldn't have been thrown off. I'd have came right back at him. Yes, I was. I was talking about you. You did this shit.
LeBron coming out and stating that I thought he was talking about me. Nah. LeBron didn't think he was talking about you. LeBron didn't think he was talking about him. LeBron knew he was using his son to do a hit job on him. But LeBron is going to say the politically correct thing because they don't need that to be going on inside of the league because the object is still to make money. So he knew exactly what he was doing. The reason why you heard a different tone that was in the beginning of these clips that I cut and a progressively more aggressive tone as we went forward and Stephen A started to make his rounds around these different podcasts, a form of media control. You was humble initially because this man came at you the day you signed your damn contract, lucrative contract, as you stated, and he put you on blast on national TV, and you keep saying over and over again, he could have called me, I'd have went to him, or he could have did this, I'd have flew out. Nah. LeBron, like, you trying me in the public, so I'm going to try you in the public. But what scared you is LeBron got a lot of people behind him, and you were scared because you didn't know if he got the okay from those powerful people to come for you. So that's the reason why you didn't jump out real aggressive in the beginning, because you didn't have an opportunity to make your rounds, to try to make sure you was cool, you was covered, and you was going to be okay. That's really what that was, Stephen A. Let's go and tell the truth and shame the devil. But let me go and hit you with this next joint.
I just agreed to my contract. Courtside. That day was when it was announced. It's all over, everywhere.
We talked about
it. Right? Yeah. It's a nationally televised game. The cameras are rolling, and I'm like, if I do anything, this is going to be a scene. Now, we can sit up here in front all we want to and act like we don't work for somebody. Damn it, I work for Walt Disney. And if I had gotten into some shit with him at courtside right there at that moment, no matter how right I would have been, it would have been wrong. And I was like, I'm not going to do this. But once I saw the tape of him talking to Richard Jefferson Saturday night in Boston, that was when I got really pissed because that was confirmation.
Now, Stephen A say he didn't want to make no big deal because there would have been a scene, right? And we know Stephen A always try to be like, listen, I'm from the hood, I'm from this, and I'm standing like he gangster and all that. Let me show you some of this work that he's saying that it would have been a big scene. Let me show you some of this work he'd have put on LeBron.
All you hitting them mitts, nigga. So stop all that. All you hitting them mitts, nigga. All you hitting them mitts, nigga. So stop all that.
Ooh, good Lord. I had a good one for y'all too. That shit didn't load up right. Okay, dig. Well, let's go and move on to the next joint. So, here we go.
Okay, isn't it weak though? Yeah. Like when you think about it, he wasn't ready, right? As a father, you're still a father to your son. You're still trying to praise them and make them feel like they're worthy of playing basketball because they can get discouraged at any moment in time, right? So I'm pretty sure every game he's over the line. You got it. Don't worry about it. Just go out there, play your game. That's that part of it. The NBA part knows he's not ready yet, right? But as the father part, him sitting there nervous and shit, you're gonna be like, no, hey, relax. You're gonna go out there and play. At what point, when he gets drafted 55, do you supposed to sit back and be like, all right, there's nothing to talk about here. He's 55. He wasn't 17. He wasn't a first round. His draft status actually let you know what he was.
But what I'm saying to you,
he's at the back bottom.
See, Gilbert right there put some heat on Stephen A. ass. This man was drafted so low that wasn't even overhead for a damn team. It didn't cost the team nothing. Because being drafted 55, you're not expected to make it any damn way. But he don't stop there. He fills it out a little more, and then Stephen A. gonna try to start backpedaling. Check this out.
I think we're
that's way different. That's way different.
And here's why. My son could have died.
Yes.
I've been in the league 21 years, right?
So what is the dream?
Hold on. I've been in the league 21 years.
What is Bronny's dream?
To be in the NBA.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been in the league 21 years.
Yeah.
I missed 19 to 20 years of his life. You know how we are as parents. We're in, we're out, we're in, we're out.
Yes.
My firstborn with my name almost passed.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that I'm gonna keep playing this league to miss this? Fuck no. This is gonna be the first time in my career where I get 360 fucking 5 days with my son.
But you don't.
I'm not letting someone else draft him. I want him near me.
What about
because
Bryce?
of what happened?
Are you gonna do it to Bryce too?
Huh?
But you don't get every day.
I do get every day. If he's on his team, I get every day.
But he's not. He plays.
I get more than you understand.
He's a professional.
I heard everything
that you're saying.
Once something happens to his
Everything
kid,
that you're saying is true, Gil. Yes. Yes, absolutely. 100% factual. I hear you.
You heard that exchange there, and that's all I'm trying to say. What Stephen A. had to say about Bronny and his performance, he wasn't lying. He was being absolutely accurate. But you know what, Stephen A.? You've done so many hit jobs in the past, as far as players may feel. You don't have enough grace to do, as you alluded to, Magic Johnson when he said what he said about Bronny. Magic Johnson is going to get grace because Magic Johnson don't have the reputation you do. Even though you were accurate about Bronny's performance, your history and how you came up is not conducive of the message that you're trying to say, that you were the representative and ambassador of goodwill, because you have no more goodwill because of what you've done to players. Now check this out.
No. Who cried when Bronny got drafted?
I didn't watch.
They said it was Bronny. I thought I saw him crying.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure he did.
His only dream was to hear his
name called. Yes, I'm with you. I'm saying yes, Gil. Yes, absolutely. Hear his name called for any fucking team.
Right.
For any team. Right.
Right.
For any team.
But here's what he's saying. He said any team, right? Which means that when we're talking about the Lakers, that's about LeBron, not Bronny. Bronny wanted to get drafted by any NBA team. He wanted to hear his name. It was LeBron that wanted him as his teammate. So what I'm saying is, when you, because of the reasons you pointed out.
Yes,
so what I'm saying to you is, if LeBron had rolled up on me, this is all he had to say, because I said this to Rich Paul when Rich Paul called me. I said, Rich Paul, I only asked for grace in one level, on one point. If you had called me and said, Bron pissed off, motherfucker mad as hell, he wants to see you man to man, I said, what would I have done? Rich Paul said, you'd have hung up the phone and you'd flew to LA. I said, thank you. So my point is, rather than come up to me at courtside, all you had to do was say, yo, I need you to stay. Don't leave this game. I need you to see you after the game. That's all he had to say to me. Then as we speak, he says that. Let's take an example. He said what you just said. Yeah. I stand down. My bad. And not only that, I'm going to make sure I go on the air. I ain't look at it that way. That's on me. You didn't do that shit. You said you fucking with my son. No, I wasn't. I was talking about you. I was talking about you. Wasn't about your son. I know he's number 55. I know he got work to do.
You would stand down if he came at you like that. Nigga, why he got to come at you like that? If that player right there, as I picked up myself and anybody else picked up, this man is making his boy's dream come true. His same boy that had heart issues that he could have lost. His boy that was crying for the opportunity when he got drafted. Now, maybe he could have got drafted by anyone, but LeBron James was pump faking because he was in a contract year saying, I'm willing to go anywhere for my son, and, you know, it ain't about money, because he was talking to the Lakers front office. If you don't bring my son here, I'll go anywhere with him. Because you trying to make your son's dream come because you knew he wasn't going to get drafted. And you got your hairline back equal with your damn ears, and you trying to act like you didn't know. I'd have stood down. I'd have stood down. Nigga, you should have stood down because you knew what was going on. If them players stood right there and told you what they said, nigga, it wasn't no way that you didn't know. And you out there shitting on that man's son, really trying to get at him because you was sent to do a hit job on that man for your colleagues. That's what the fuck was going on. Jonesy, I see your ass. But you know what, Jonesy? I got your motherfucking ass, Jonesy. I got your motherfucking ass. What you call me? Promo? And then try to come back and say Primo, Jonesy? Ain't that the same shit I was doing to you yesterday that you were complaining about? I was calling Jonesy and Jones and getting it all twisted up. My baby mama had to tell me what I was doing. I tried to fix it toward the end. No, I ain't gonna chill. I ain't gonna get off your ass. You always come in the promo on some bullshit, Jonesy. So I got your ass back. Now, you just did the same motherfucking shit, okay? What you got, Jonesy? Stephen A. Oh, no. Stephen A. was absolutely right in his assessment. And if you go back and watch the whole thing, you're going to see how I pretty much broke it down. And I pointed out, I think Stephen A. was sent to do a hit job, but used Bronny as a way to maneuver to attack LeBron. You know what I'm saying? As much as I don't. No. What he said, he was right. Like I say, Jones, you just brought your ass in here late. Even though I'm up late. I mean, I usually don't try to do nothing this late, so I'm sure it's crazy late. But yeah, I cover a lot in the what's name. The stats he gave and all that. He was spot on. He was spot on about it. Can't nobody argue about that. But it's just how Stephen A. has gotten down over the years. I got about 3 more clips that I'm gonna make it pretty much clear to you. No, we cool, baby. You don't owe me nothing. Just give me a little bit of grace when I'm up here jacking up shit and throwing bricks. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Jones. You talking about you've been going through shit today. I've been going through it literally. That's why I'm getting on here so damn late myself. You know what I'm saying? Oh, listen, I'm about to hit you with a few videos right now that's going to substantiate that point. Going to say, hit you with a few right now. What the hell was that? See, Jones, every time you bring your ass in here, you make me forget where I'm at. And see, I wasn't even taking notes on where I'm at today because I ain't had your ass in here fucking with me. Okay, what the hell? I can't
saw you hitting them mitts, nigga. So stop all that goddamn person. We don't believe. Saw you hitting them mitts, nigga. So stop all that goddamn person. We don't believe.
Oh, that's the one I was trying to play earlier, y'all. When I was talking about the nigga talking all that tough shit. That's Kwame Brown showed that nigga punching them damn gloves. Nigga, I guess he gonna put some of that on LeBron. That wasn't gonna work, bro. That wasn't gonna work at all. But yo, check this out. What these last 2 joints at? So I got shut Jonesy ass up. Where we at? That's not it. Yeah, dig this right here.
Because you know, we saw you hitting them mitts, nigga. So stop all that goddamn person. We don't believe. But he goes up there now and he called LeBron James weak for what he did because, you know, Stevie Boy is the type of nigga that he always wait until he get the reaction of the people before he take a hard stand. Unless it's a white boy, you know. He trying to convince niggas that, oh, I'm just doing my job and that now y'all trying to make it I'm not down with the brothers thing. So, no, nigga, it ain't that you doing your job. Yeah, unless your job is to befriend all white people that make a mistake and lessen their blow from their mistakes, then yes, you doing your job. Because we can see the difference, you stupid mother. Every white man that's ever done something of some status, your stupid ass is the apologist for him and you tell them how good this person is, and you say that that's your friend. Remember? Let's take you down the line with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones up there with a mob of white boys looking like they ready to kick niggas' drawers in their ass that's getting an education. Now, Jerry Jones didn't look like he was punching nobody or nothing, but he damn sure looked like he declared a side. He wasn't off to the side just looking. It looked like, nigga, he was in the mix getting ready to tackle the first motherfucker that walk up them steps. And what is the first thing you said? Jerry Jones is my friend.
This right here, Jonesy. This right here. That's why Stephen A. don't get no grace. That's why don't nobody really trust nothing that he's saying because of stuff like this. But hold on, Jonesy. I ain't done on you. I got one more for you.
And then we move on to Dana White. Dana White slapped the shit out of his wife 2 times, may I add. And the first thing that Stephen A. said was, that's my friend. You know, you always soften the blow for the white boys. When Javante Tank Davis got into a situation where we saw video evidence that this man is hiding outside of the door. He was hiding while a woman breaking up his whole goddamn house. And the way you and Molly and all y'all little script reading punks do is the way that y'all frame everything always make us look like barbarians and make the white man look like a nice, good guy. Because you guys understood that nobody want to be hitting their goddamn mouth. So you guys said it in a way where Dana White can look like a normal person and have a slap league right after that. You said, oh, well, you know what? Let's justify, let's give a reason why.
And I did. Just for the record, I ain't know no color, none of that. I'm just speaking to the facts of how I see them. And this joker right here, Stephen A., even though, as Jonesy said, and I've stated throughout the thing, that his assessment of Bronny's performance was absolutely correct. What I'm questioning is in support of reading between the lines, so to speak, what LeBron saying, stop fucking with my son. You fucking with my son. And why he was saying it. Because he knew your intentions wasn't honorable. And you were just using his son to attack him because you didn't have the balls, nor did nobody else in the media have the balls to come directly at him. I'm going to run this back.
Was the end of the game or something like that. This was in the third quarter.
Crazy.
Apparently, LeBron had walked out of the timeout, and I turned around, and he's right here in my face. He said, yo, you got to stop talking shit about my son. You got to stop fucking with my son. That's my son. That's my son. And I was like, what? He said, nah, fuck that. I said, yo, let's talk later. He's like, fuck that. Nah, fuck that. You got to stop fucking with my son. And I said, all right, though. And he walked off. So I remember.
Translation. My son is off limits, nigga. If you got something you want to say about me, say it about me. I'm fair game. Stop fucking with my son. Well, no, I mean, no. Stop fucking with my son. Anything you got to say about me, any point you want to make about me, make it about me, but leave him the fuck alone. And as Stephen A. said, he had to leave it alone because any response by him, it would have been an incident. He's going to put some of this shit right here on LeBron.
Thought you hitting the mitts, nigga. So stop all that goddamn person. We don't believe. Thought you hitting the mitts, nigga. So stop all that goddamn person. We don't believe.
You see them that hand speed? That's the lightning speed that nigga was putting on them damn gloves. But yo, man, hey, for all of the family, man, that's going to check this joint out later, man, you know, check it out. Tell me what y'all think. You know, give me some likes or whatever the case may be. I sure would appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I know this real late. Sorry, but I wanted to go ahead and get this in for you. But like Jonesy, shit been crazy for me today too, man. You know, and for all of you don't know, man, this is my book right here. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? It's also on Amazon in volumes. I got this other joint that's about to drop right here real soon as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, check those things out, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up at the cookout. You know what I'm saying? Shit. What that? Yeah, you seen that hand speed, didn't you, Jones? You seen that hand? That's what he's gonna put on LeBron ass. Shit, Jonesy, you can holler at me anytime. Shit, I don't know how to do this internet shit though. I don't know how to. My man Tion used to be the one doing that or whatever. I mean, give me a way I can hit you or something, man. I don't know, on Messenger or something. Somebody got to tell me, baby mama. Somebody got to tell me how to do that because I don't know how to communicate with people online. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let me screenshot this right now so I can shoot this to my man or whatever and have him reach out to you, Jonesy, and see what you're talking about and see what we can line up. But yo, as always, man, appreciate your family for pulling up to the cookout. Because if nothing else on this channel, we cook, baby. We cook. Let me get you the hell off my screen, Jonesy. How the hell I get you off my screen? Okay. We cook on this channel and we try to keep it gangster. You know what I'm saying? So much love to you, man. Like I say, give me some likes. Check the book out for y'all that haven't. If you have checked the book out or if you ordered it, I appreciate it. But also be so kind as to put a review of whatever you think on Amazon for me. That really helps me out a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? It really helps me out a whole lot. Baby mama on here laughing at you, Jonesy, because you know you on here starting shit. And for all y'all know or don't know, any of y'all that pull up at the cookout in the future, let me get this damn. Any of y'all that pull up at the cookout in the future, y'all know that we all got crazy relatives. And Jonesy is my cousin. He crazy than a motherfucker. He tell you his name, Jonesy, just don't say nothing. Just walk away from him because he's a damn fool. All right, deuces. I'll talk to y'all in a minute. Yo.